My biofuel is methanol. Methanol is an organic chemical in the simplest alphylic alcohol with the formula CH3OH. It is a light, volatile, colorless, flammable liquid with a distinctive alcoholic odor similar to that of ethanol. Today, methanol is mainly produced industrially by hydrogenation of carbon monoxide. Methanol is highly flammable, its vapors are slightly heavier than air, and it can travel and ignite. Because of its toxic properties, methanol is frequently used as a denature additive for ethanol manufactured for industrial uses. Methanol is an alternate fuel for ships that helps the shipping industry meet increasingly strict emissions regulations. It significantly reduces emissions of sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter. How it is cultivated. Renewable methanol is an ultra-low carbon chemical produced from sustainable biomass, often called biomethanol, or from carbon dioxide and hydrogen produced from renewable electricity. On an industrial scale, methanol is predominantly produced from natural gas by reforming the gas with steam and then converting and distilling the resulting synthesized gas mixture to create pure methanol. The result is a clear liquid organic chemical that is water-soluble and readily biodegradable. How it's produced through fermentation. Methanol is produced during fermentation by the hydrolysis of naturally occurring pectin in the wort. Developmental status of methanol. New methanol plants under development in the United States are increasing natural gas consumption in the industrial sector. Methanol plants are among the most natural gas intensive industrial end users and require natural gas both as a feedback and for process heat. Methanol has several energy-related applications. Pure methanol can be used directly as an alternative transportation fuel or blended into motor gasoline abroad to increase combustion efficiency and reduce air pollution. The methanol economy is a suggested future economy in which methanol and dimethyl ether replace fossil fuels as a means of energy storage, ground transportation fuel, and raw material for synthetic hydrocarbons and their products. Impact of methanol on carbon footprint. The carbon footprint of methanol depends strongly on the feedstock and the production pathway. The majority of emissions in fossil pathways resides in the stoichiometric end-of-life emissions. In pathways based on renewable feedstock, these emissions are climate neutral. This causes a significant reduction in climate emissions and the carbon footprint greatly improves. Economic impact and use. Methanol is a chemical building block for hundreds of everyday products, including plastics, paints, car parts, and construction materials. Methanol also is a clean energy resource used to fuel cars, trucks, buses, ships, fuel cells, boilers, and cook stove. It is also used as a chemical agent in pharmaceuticals and agrochemicals. Also, it is very corrosive and can eat through fuel lines if left sitting. Use of methanol. Lower production cost as methanol is cheap to produce relative to other alternate fuels, and improve safety. Methanol has a lower risk of flammability compared to gasoline. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the combustion of methanol also generally produces less deleterious greenhouse gases in the form of nitrogen oxides, making it more safe for the environment too. Also, methanol quickly biodegrades. Next steps. The next steps I think should take place is that methanol should be used full-time to supply cars for oil, as it is cheaper than gasoline and more safe. It is known for lowering production costs, meaning that the oil companies can produce more quantities of methanol at one time for less, causing the price for gas to be lowered. It is also safer for workers who are handling the methanol, as it is less flammable than gasoline. And the next step is take action. My proposed plan of action. If money was not an object, I would convert all the gasoline companies into selling methanol by creating equipment that would sustain and support methanol production. Even though methanol has some disadvantages, such as it is high amounts of formaldehyde emissions, I would want to sort of refrain to limit these emissions, such as creating machinery and factories that limit the emissions from expanding to the sky. Thank you.